What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everybody doing? Today we will hopefully get to 1,000. That's honestly the goal, is just get to 1,000 encounters. And we're at 760s. So honestly, we should be able to get there. So should be able to get there. Go ahead and start this. We're doing 30 at a time, so this one will put us at 790, right underneath 800. So we move pretty quick, honestly. We do move pretty fast, which is nice, because that's the goal. I believe we're still at 10 alphas. We've came across 10 alpha Tyrunts, 0 shinies, and so that's above odds for the shiny, or above odds for an alpha. Hopefully that stays up. Hopefully. But how is everybody doing today? It's the start of the week, so I know everybody's going back to work. And how many people have grabbed their shiny charm already? I have not grabbed mine. I still need to do all the battles and go catch everything, which isn't terrible. It's not terrible at all. I think I'm almost like 36, 35, 36. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Still doing these fossils manually, not doing any turbo controller. So not as fast, because I think a turbo controller can go a little bit faster, but we're still able to knock out all 30 in about 10 minutes. So the only problem with that is, you know, it gets tiring clicking the A button a million times before you get a check. And if you are wondering, this is going to be a 1 in 4,096 hunt. So even if we did get the shiny charm, it does not actually affect the shiny rate. It does not affect the alpha rate either. The only thing that helps is however many fossils you can buy. And we are doing 30, which is a box. This definitely beats fast. Like, the fast traveling and bench resets are definitely amazing whenever you want to get the shiny. But to me, they're very boring. So, like, doing this actually is really nice. Being able to actually, like, partake in a shiny hunt like we normally do. Instead of just AFKing, re-rolling. So it feels like you're actually doing something still. Even if it is just pressing A and then resetting. Still nice. Still nice. And I mean, after all this, we still have one fossil to go once we get the Tyrunt. But it will probably, I guarantee it will be the longest hunt, which we'll kind of do in waves as we hunt other things. Because that will be a alpha Aerodactyl, alpha shiny Aerodactyl, which getting those two to line up is going to be insane. We could probably end up shiny hunting the entire Pokédex for this game before we get those two to line up. Is that 30 already? Yes, it is. We have any alphas? No shiny. No shiny. No alpha either. Stud 10 for 790. $10 for 790 is not bad. That seemed pretty fast though. That honestly felt a lot faster than it typically does. So that is nice. And in the circle above, it will show the shiny. It'll show the blue over the brown. But honestly, I'm just going to do a full box anyway, even if I do see it. Because selling the fossils back is not really reasonable, since it is, you buy a fossil for 20,000, you can sell it back for 5. It's not really a return. Yes, it could help you like move on, but there's always a chance where you could get another shiny. I wonder what number we will end up getting it. I really hope we don't go over odds. That's kind of my only goal. If we go over odds, it's going to be interesting. Not that I don't expect it, being a fossil, but I expect it more from the Alpha Aerodactyl, more than I do like the Tyrunt. Even though that Amora did give us a kind of a break, honestly, being so fast. That is another 30. And no shiny. Can we go 11? There's 11 for Alpha. 11 alphas. We're at 820. It's pretty good. And now we run it back. We run it back. should be nearing the end of this batch of 30. That is the next batch of 30. No shiny. Alpha though. No alpha. No alpha, no shiny. Means we're at 850. We're still at above odds for the alpha. And we are moving along to the next box. Getting one box closer to the shiny and full odds. Every single time she's going to pop up. Because it's going to be the 50 rock or dragon type. Probably rock. So I'm going to repeatedly get that done. And then have to do it all over again. What's up, TE? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're still at it. Tyrunt is still in the early stages. You haven't even started your Tyrunt hunt. You still need to grind some money so you can actually buy a bunch of the fossils. They're big hunts. I know they kind of put people off to them, especially in this game. If you want a shiny, typically people are not starting with fossil hunting. They're going with bench resets or fast travel. Trying to get Furfro. Furfro's a good one. What is it? Wild Area 14, I think. I've been in the lab, so I haven't really gotten to play around with the wild areas that much. I think it's 14 and it's like a fast travel. Three Kangaskhan and one Eevee. Hey, Kangaskhan is a good one, especially with the Mega. If you were trying to get a Furfro, though, and you're only fast traveling, I would put a pin down where you fast travel to. Make sure Furfro's spawning in the area. Because it might be better just to do a runaway. The runaway method. It's true, you didn't need 3. But that might be all that's spawning in the area for that fast travel. Because I know if you fast travel, I think it's Wild Area 14, if I'm remembering right. Kangaskhan and Eevee are the things that spawn by the entrance. And I don't know if Furfro's there. Furfro's dope. I think they're a little farther in. But I mean, hey, you could get more Eevees. I think you have the entire Eevee line. Having the entire Eevee line is not bad. He's in the 50, but you got a better chance of the con. Yeah. I was about to say, I think there was like, from that entrance where I think you fast travel, if I remember right, there's like 2 or 3 Kangaskhan's that spawn. And then maybe 1 or 2 Eevees. I thought Furfro was a little bit farther in. There's always that alpha one you can... You should be able to reroll that alpha if you get on the roof. Got them in Violet, ready to transfer over the EVs. That's nice. I'm surprised they didn't give, with Eevee being so popular, I'm surprised they haven't gave an Eevee a Mega. Yeah, Furfuro can be in the 50. I just know he was like on the edge. Eevee's supposed to get a new form. When's that? I haven't heard anything about that. Is that supposed to be like this year? Or is that talk for Generation 10? This is a great thing, or a right game to give a new evolution. I'd still be surprised though. I'm not sure how they would do all the other evolutions. Or, yeah, I guess the new typings. Yeah, they gave one in X and Y, but I don't know if they're going to give one in this game. Because I know, obviously, they gave us one in X and Y. But I feel like they're just going to use that as the excuse of why they didn't give a new one. Even though this game's supposed to be in the future. A Dragon Eevee? A Dragon Eevee would be insanely good. That is 30. No shiny. Do we have an alpha? No alpha, no shiny. On to the next box. A Dragon Eevee would be really nice. I would love to see him do like a fighting or a steel Eevee. This is what? What is this? This is like 3 days. I did a little bit on Saturday. Not a lot, but I did a little bit. This one's gonna be a long one. I'm guessing it's gonna be a long one. And that's okay, because after the Amora, I kind of expect it. I do not expect it to be a short hunt. Honestly, there's no way it should even be a short hunt. Well, you got it on the 3rd day, right? You got the Amora on your 3rd day of hunting it? If that's the case, that means we should get the shiny today, right? Good, I'd be okay with that. That'd still be very surprising for odds. Honestly, anything under 1,500 for fossil resets is insanely good. Because anything after 1500 for a fossil reset like this, that's when you can start expecting the shiny. It's just a matter of getting there. So we'll see. I hope you're right. I hope it's at 3 days. Today our goal is 1,000 encounters total. So after you get Furfro, are you going to get all shiny forms for Furfro? That's going to be my goal. Whenever I do that, whenever I start that hunt. Try to get every single one. Or are you going for a single style? Trying to, but you can't even get one. Yeah, that's gonna be a long hunt. That hunt you'll probably want the shiny charm for to go ahead and get as many as you can. I think the runaway method might be best for it. Unless there's a bench nearby where they spawn. I think the runaway method is going to be best because I know there's a bunch that spawn in the back area where the alpha normally sits. Which you shouldn't have to be in there to do the runaway. You should be able to do it from outside the area. You just have to be able to see them. Unless it won't spawn them. If it won't spawn them, that's a bummer. I know you can spawn the alpha, spawn and despawn the alpha from a rooftop. That area took me so long to complete too because I could not get a Drampa to spawn. It was so annoying. Yeah, Drampa's not there for very long, so that's... I think that's going to be a hard hunt. I think it's going to be a hard hunt. I want to say he's like only there towards the end of the day, not at night, because Cleffa and them take over. And during the day, it's typically Furfro. Don't get me wrong, that hunt is going to be... A shiny Drampa in this game would be amazing. Especially with the Mega Form, but that hunt's not going to be fun unless they add him in more places. Or give him some more space in Mega Dimensions. Mega Dimensions would be really nice. That seems to be another 30. No shiny. No alpha either. That's kind of interesting. We are at 910. Our goal is 1,000. So we're doing pretty good. But yeah, Drampa's not there very long. I think they need to change his spawn. Because I thought he was going to be like more than one spawn, not just a single spawn. Shiny Charm is definitely needed for him. There is no doubt about it. If you're gonna shiny hunt Drampa full odds, that is gonna be a long hunt for you. A very long hunt. I mean, that's also the way with the starters. The starters are going to be a long hunt as well. I know for a fact one of them you can at least Chespin, you can at least do a bench reset. I'm not so sure on the other ones. Chikorita and Bulbasaur might be able to do a bench reset as well. But you're still needing the shiny charm for him. I do not have the shiny charm yet. I will. I just do not have it yet. Do not have it yet. I still need to get the shiny charm. That's like one of my big things I still need to do. Besides there's 700 battles. I am not that high. I still need to do the Z-A Royale a lot to get those promotion tickets. I need to knock out like 15 to 20 of them. Total. I'm at like 3. 700 battles is insane though. That is a lot. I probably won't focus on the battles until I get everything else done. And then I'll probably look at, once I get everything else done, get all the promotion matches done I need, like 15 to 20 of them, then I'll start focusing on the battles, because hopefully that will put me at quite a few. I should be close. Bottle caps are only given in the Royale. On the online Royale or the Z-A Royale for the promotion matches. Either way, it's kind of a... If it's online only, that's kind of a bummer. But if it's a Z-A Royale promotion matches, I don't even think I've gotten one yet. The promotion? Okay. So it must be like higher up. Because I'm at 3. And I have not gotten, I think I've only gotten one. Even though I might have got that one just from the online portion that I played a little bit. They need to make bottle caps a lot easier to get. That's what I'm realizing. Because knowing that this is not technically, it's not going to be competitive at Worlds. Obviously, they could do it like later down the line, which would be really cool. But it seems like it is very, very hard to actually like compete. That's tough. Yeah, so yeah, it seems like if you're wanting to actually compete and climb to rank A on the ladder, the online ladder, I'm noticing it's starting to be kind of hard once you start thinking of everything. Because you need bottle caps, you need money for vitamins and stuff. That's not really like that difficult. Because you can buy mints and everything. The bottle cap is like where it's at. Yeah, they're making you battle to do it. And it's like, you can't really swap out Pokemon and like play around with different things very easily unless you have bottle caps. Like the only way you can kind of make it work is you get an alpha. Alphas will give you 3 perfects. You just better hope that those 2, because it always has a guaranteed perfect HP. You just better hope that the next one is in something you need. One of your defenses and one of your attacks. That is another 30. That one seemed a lot faster. Still no shiny though. That's like the 3rd box in a row with no alpha. Yeah, I'm hoping the DLC or something happens to where we can get more bottle caps. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, bottle caps in Scarlet and Violet were just from raid dens, high-level raid dens, which weren't that hard. And then Sword and Shield, I want to say it was raid dens as well. So you could always have like a lot of bottle caps. So hopefully something changes. I've not gotten... Well, actually, I did get a shiny Fletchling. I was running around just collecting stuff. Or just catching to, like, finish the areas, the wild zones off. And I stumbled across one shiny Fletchling sitting on a light post. I didn't know it was there. I just saw the... I just thought it looked funny. Because I just saw it as I was editing, and I was like, wow, that kind of looks weird. Isn't that the shiny? And then I missed the sparkle and the noise. So I got a shiny Fletchling, which is, yeah, it's nice. Talonflame is really strong, so. Besides that, I have not gotten anything. Have not had time to hunt. But I do know that, like, once the Tyrunt hunt's over, there's going to be a lot of shinies popping up, most likely, in between the Tyrunt and Aerodactyl. Even during the Aerodactyl, because we're going to do probably waves of it, since we will be going for the Alpha. Because shiny hunting is not very difficult in this game. Does not seem very difficult. If we really wanted to, we could probably fill up the shiny decks before the DLC in February. That gives us like 3 full months. You don't have any shinies? No, wait. You just said you had Kangaskhan. Oh, the reset at the lab. Yeah. Yeah, the resets at the lab take the longest. But I feel like it's kind of true now that, like, they're making shiny hunting be extremely easy. So they're no longer, like, super rare. Or they're not as rare as they used to be. Yeah, Mora is a great shiny. It's on, like, if there was a fossil to go after for the shiny, it would be a Mora. If you did no other fossils. Oh, look back. There we go. Yeah, getting the wild area shinies is not super difficult. It's just like, it's just AFK, really. which honestly is like the most boring way, in my opinion. Even the Masuda method had great odds, but you also still had to do something. Now it's just kind of like put a turbo controller on, fast travel, that's it. Check after a few, and you got the shiny. So hopefully Generation 10 makes it a lot better. Is that another 30? Yes, it is. Still no shiny. Now we've gone like 3 boxes with no alpha. So, like that 4 boxes with no alpha. This is the longest streak I've gone with no alpha. It's crazy. We're 10 alphas, which we got the 10 alphas at like 700 for total. Now we're almost at 1,000. So we're about to become odds. About to be odds for the alphas. But another box closer to the shiny and full odds. should be getting close to the end of this batch. I think. I would think. Hope you get yours faster than you got the Amora. You might. There's always a chance to get it faster. I mean, as you've seen, we got our Amora really fast, and now our Tyrunt is taking quite a bit longer. Quite a bit longer. That is a 30. Still no shiny. There's no alpha in there either. We've gone a long time with no alpha, no shiny. We are now breaking the thing here. But we are now at 1,000. There we go. There. And to fix it. Yeah, hopefully you get it in a day or two, making it a lot faster. This will probably be the last box for, or will be the last box for today. Because our goal today was just to get to 1,000. We're obviously at 1,000. So we'll do this box and then call it for the day. We could get lucky in this 30 though. Could get lucky. I will say I'll find it very funny if we do get the shiny just after hitting 1,000. But at this point, it is almost reaching. We still have like 800 to go before we reach the Regigigas hunt. I'm hoping we get it faster than we are going after the Regigigas. And we should be getting to the end of this box. That is the end of that box. No shiny. Did we get an alpha though? It's actually a lot of boxes with no alpha. But we are at 10:30. That's not bad. That's going to be it for today though. Short one. We're going to have short ones during the week until I get everything done and caught back up. But we will still be making progress on Tyrunt. Because obviously we want Tyrunt. Do want Tyrunt very badly. And we're at 10:30, so it should be popping up any time now. But I want to thank you all for hanging out. Smash the like button and subscribe if you are on YouTube. And if you are on Kick, drop a follow. Helps me out. And I'll catch you guys next time.